to this impressive assistance. I will talk to you about something completely different, which is Artemis Strategic Research Agenda. You will see the link with the ManuFuture and with the topics for which you are here since yesterday. Embedded systems are very important. They are everywhere surrounding us, and from cars to aircrafts and even in home applications. Nothing can work today without embedded system, but the thing is that we are gaining complexity because we have a huge amount of them that are now embedded in all these kind of products, but not only technical complexity to integrate them, but also we have to meet a number of environmental challenges while producing them, and also to keep competitive against other competitors on the market, and to keep the cost low and efficient. And this will impact our work normally. You will wonder what is the relationship between an aircraft and a car. In fact, there are many. They are both safety critical items using embedded systems in a very similar way, in fact, if you go down into the composition. What is Artemis? For those who doesn't know, I just brought this sentence to demystify it. Artemis stands for Advanced Research and Technology for Embedded Intelligence and Systems. We started in 2004, so we are near to have a 10 years birthday very soon. And we started as a European technology platform, and then we grow up into a public-private partnership, where in 2007 we were transformed into a joint technology initiative, but of course the technology platform, the ETP, remains. The joint undertaking is in fact a very sophisticated tool, particularly in the case of Artemis, because it's a tripartite. It means that we mix together funding coming from the European Commission, but also from the member states, and of course from the private sector, being it research institution or industry. To begin with, we had to establish a research agenda. So the first one was published in 2006. Then we have revisited it in 2011, and we have just releasing in the coming weeks a 2013 edition, preparing for the famous Excel GU for Horizon 2020. Oops. Yes, in order to work, we needed to establish a vision and a mission, and of course a strategy, because when you do strategic planning, you have to do these things. For our vision and mission are very simple. It's really, we would like to have an innovation environment in order to support our European industry, and the key word is to avoid the fragmentation of the investment in this area, and this is why I'm telling you there is no big difference between the embedded systems that are in cars or in automotive or elsewhere in the factory plants. The strategic research agenda has been built in order to serve many areas like the FP7, but also Eureka or the national program. So it's really quite open. This slide is really very important because it gives the way, the strategy to address this very large embedded system world, how to organize it in order to avoid the fragmentation and have a big yield of our investment. So we divided it into 3 horizontal research areas that we called the industrial priorities. They are the reference design and architecture, the seamless connectivity and middleware, and of course the design method and tools. All these are to serve the common objectives, which are a selected choice of economical issues, but also technical ones, like the ease of use, the time to market, but the modularity, safety, robustness, and competitiveness, security, and so on, without excluding the cost reduction. And all these has to be multi-domain applicable. It could be applied in nomadic environment or in industrial application or in public infrastructure and so on. And of course, we included the foundation research because we know that the machine of time is always needing new ideas in order to bring forward. When we reviewed it in 2011, in fact, we added the societal challenge as a third dimension, and we selected a number of them where we have put the smart building and the factory of the future inside, of course, the intelligent mobility and the healthcare. For 2013, I will give you quite details about how it is built. In fact, it is 3 big parts. It's why we are doing this, how we are going to do it, and what is the content, without forgetting the environmental and the innovation environment aspects. So, in a nutshell, here is the Artemis approach. So we are starting with making analysis of the societal challenges that these applications should face. We, of course, care about the industrial priorities because, after all, it is industry-driven initiative and it has to be economically applicable. We have to face the technological challenges and opportunities that are open in order to deliver innovative cyber-physical systems. And we adopted the term cyber-physical because embedded system, of course, area is very large, but today we really have to connect the cyber world with the physical world, and I will not explain it because my colleagues has really done it very well and in a very simple, understandable manner. And all this, of course, to have a holistic approach to embrace, at the same time, these societal challenges with the technological trend to deliver innovative solutions. The market trend analysis showed us that in the last decades, the embedded system and, of course, cyber-physical system related to it are growing much faster than the computing market. And the number of embedded systems that are integrated into devices and surrounding us are countable in billions, 160 if we follow these market studies. The value chain, the embedded system place is really central because it is relaying the connection between the huge capacity that the semiconductors and nanotechnology are now offering to us by putting more and more components into less and less space, but how to use these and avoid a lot of complexity issue and embed softwares where the number of lines is exponentially increasing and making software development that can really be of value needs today engineering and tool and methodology that are not available and to be kept up according to the evolution of the microelectronics and the nanotechnologies. We are serving a lot of products, as I told you, and of course the leverage toward the services is huge, and you can see the figure with the relationship between the semiconductors market potential toward the service market potential. It goes without saying, it's over 1,000%. You can find the word services in 2 parts, both in the embedded system, because in fact when we do the design of these solutions, they are service-oriented. It's not only for the product's sake, but it is also for the services, and we have some arguments that I will develop here. we are having these economical challenges that are justifying why we are doing this initiative. The skill and knowledge in Europe is really at stake. The lack of skilled personnel and the demographic changes are challenging the European positions. The new internet economy is opening a huge amount of opportunity, and the post-PC world is imposing on us a pervasive connectivity and the internet of the embedded systems. The leadership of the vertically integrated companies is now the business model that is prevailing in the coming years. And control over the whole value chain is really becoming also part of this new business model. And of course, the always connected society. All of us are always trying to keep connected, even if we are in one place, we are caring about what's happening elsewhere. And the cyber-physical systems are now having a very strong demand. The societal challenges are, of course, a threat, but they are also a huge opportunity. The climate change is a reality, and today the warming of the planet and the weather observation are really could be considered as a threat, but can also be considered as opportunity. The demographic change as well, with the average life expectancy in the world continuously increasing, and this will request many clever solutions to face them. The world population also, the aging population, the population mobility, all these are part of this demographic change. Urbanization, I think that today most of the people is coming to live in cities. The Artemis contribution will help in solving this, and towards services, this will be really the way to proceed. I'm seeing that the time is up, and I'm almost half in my presentation, so I have a big problem. So I will try to speed up the thing. So cyber-physical systems are today the neural system of the society, and we have developed a threefold strategy to build on our strengths, to create new opportunity, and to come back in some areas where Europe is today not in the leading position. And our matrix approach that you have seen is going to be transformed into a three-dimension approach in order to serve the context, application context, which are efficient and safe mobility, well-being and health, sustainable production, and smart communities through a cluster of research addressing architecture principle, autonomous and adaptive cooperative cyber-physical system, and computing platform. And we have made a three-phase planning that goes along the Horizon 2020 planning. I will leave you this because it's really a summary of all I have developed before. And I am just trying to tell you that we have a very nice roadmap where you will find all the technical issues that we would like to address, and that are organized along these four principal research axes and along the time, and will help us, you, all the research community, in order to bring a nice project and bring this research output to the market. It goes, of course, it's not a step-by-step evolution. It's really a continuous iterative, and we will try to move along these axes in a normal way, but of course some of them will have to come back because, as I told you, they are linked together. From the computing platform or the architecture issue, they are all following this kind of road mapping for serving the application areas, and to create an innovation strategy with the Artemis differentiators that are, it is an industry-driven initiative, it is a tripartite funding, it is an ecosystem approach, an innovative ecosystem approach. We would like to include the cooperation with the KICS and the ICT lab, as well as the PPP, particularly the Factory of the Future. And in conclusion, join us, be active, and we are generating really nice work programs that are complementary to Horizon 2020, and will certainly give birth to successful projects.